Here is the prophet Ezekiel again. Do you remember that he had to give messages from God to the rebellious Jews in Babylon? Many of the Jews have lost all hope of ever returning to their own land. They think God has cut them off forever. But God never forgets his people. God never forgets his promises. So one day the hand of the Lord is on Ezekiel. The Lord brings Ezekiel out by his Spirit and sets him in the middle of a valley. The valley is full of dry bones. God leads Ezekiel back and forth among them and asks, "Son of man, can these bones live?" Ezekiel answers, "Sovereign Lord, you alone know." Then God says, "Prophesy to these bones and say to them, 'Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Sovereign Lord says. I will make breath enter you, and you will come to life. I will attach tendons to you and make flesh come upon you and cover you with skin. I will put breath in you, and you will come to life. Then you will know that I am the Lord." What a message! As dead as it may seem, there is hope, only because of God, and that message needs to be shared. Ezekiel obeys the Lord. As he is prophesying, there is a noise, a rattling sound. The bones come together, bone to bone. Ezekiel looks at the skeletons. He sees tendons and flesh and skin appearing on the bones until they are complete bodies. Then God says to Ezekiel, "Prophesy again, son of man, and say, 'This is what the Sovereign Lord says. Come breath into these dead bodies, that they may live.'" Ezekiel prophesies as the Lord has commanded him to do. Then breath enters into the bodies. They come to life and stand up on their feet, a vast army. Do you see how many? What a miracle! Do you see? For God nothing is impossible. That can comfort us, because God has said that on the day that Jesus will return to earth, all the people and children who have died will come back to life again. Everyone who loves Jesus will get eternal life. But the ones who don't love Jesus will receive eternal death. Make sure you love Jesus. Then the Lord explains to Ezekiel, "Son of man, these bones are standing for the people of Israel. They say, 'Our bones are dried up and our hope is gone, we are cut off.'" God sends Ezekiel to the Jews and says, "Prophesy to them. This is what the Sovereign Lord says. My people, I am going to open your graves and bring you back to the land of Israel. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live." The Lord continues to tell Ezekiel what he needs to say to the Jews. These are his words. "When this all will happen, you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken, and I have done it." Yes, that is what the Lord wants also from us, that we know who he is.